Let me appoint Dutch Jayani as the Toastmaster of the day. Dutch, you can start now.
So, hello everyone, good evening, and I would like to invite first of all Ashwin. Ashwin is our regular cavalier. Ashwin, can you present your speech?
Yes. So very warm good evening to one and all, and I'm Ashwin. I'm Ashwin from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So today I'm going to talk to you all about elections. Being a citizen of India, it is our duty to know how elections are being conducted in India. First of all, before we go to in details about elections, we must first know what is an election. An election is an organized process in which people vote to choose the members of the parliament and the state legislature. That is, we vote to choose our representatives of the parliament and the state legislature. Now there is an election commission by who conducts these elections. The composition of the election commission. There is an chief election commissioner and the regional election commissioners who are appointed by the president of India. And the election commissioner holds office for a term of 6 years or until he is 65 years of age. And then election commissioner can be removed like the judge of a Supreme Court or the High Court. Now let us talk about the different types of elections. There are totally 5 types of elections: direct elections, indirect elections, general elections, by-elections, and midterm elections. A direct election is an election in which voters directly elect their representatives. For example, members of the state legislature are elected directly, and direct elections stimulate the interest of people towards elections. Indirect elections are elections in which people do not elect their representatives directly, but rather they elect an intermediate body who elects the representatives. For example, members of the Rajya Sabha, the President of India, and the Vice President of India, they are all elected through an indirect election. Next, general election. This election takes place once in 5 years, and this election is for the members of the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assembly. Next, by-election. When a member suddenly dies or resigns or is disqualified because of some law, an election is conducted to replace that member. However, the member holds office only until the remaining term of the house. Midterm election. When any one of the two houses, that is the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha, is dissolved, and an election is conducted to form a new government. Thank you.
Yeah, so very good speech by Ashwin. I would like to invite Ram Kamal sir to present his views on Ashwin's speech.
Ashwin, you are on a little hurry to go somewhere, isn't it? But your speech was good, and you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I'm sorry you're not audible. Ram Kamal sir.
Is Riswana madam today available? Or
No, I don't think she is, but I
Naresh do it.
Naresh sir can come onto the stage and present his views.
So, Ashwin, it shows you have done a well research to know about how elections being conducted in India. And as you said, as a citizen of India, it's our responsibility to be aware about the election. Everything is good, but you have to focus on, like, we should not repeat the words in the speech, like next. Like instead of you can replace the words like first let me tell you about something, then finally let me tell you about this, that, like that.
Okay.
Hope point. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now I would like to invite Udit. Udit, are you ready with your speech? Are you
Yeah, I'm
prepared?
ready with my speech.
Okay, so you can turn on your camera and then proceed.
Am I visible?
Yeah, means better means you can tilt your camera a bit.
Is it okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, good evening, one and all present here. Today, Udit Pandey, I'm giving my speech on Gandhiji. Like, I have a question. Why do we celebrate 2nd October to honor him? We could be celebrating it as why we celebrate this day as National Day. There are every day which any other day we could be having a national day or so. So can one of you answer this question, please?
Because he is the father of the nation.
Yeah, quite close, actually, quite close, but not correct.
So anyone would like to answer, then he or she can unmute and then answer.
He was the one who got us freedom from the British.
Okay, okay, it's good. Now I should tell you people the answer. This day is celebrated as National Day because uh, on this day a new era begins. That's why we celebrate this day as a national holiday. So with this I'll start my speech. Gandhiji, born on 2nd October 1869, was a member of a Gujarati family. He continued his studies in London and became a lawyer and went to South Africa. There he like there he faced lots of discrimination as he was black in color. Once he was traveling in a train, the people forced him and threw him out from the train because he was not quitting the first class. Then he came back to in India in 1915. At that time, Britishers were ruling us and forcing us. In 1920, he joined the Congress and then he reformed our country and helped us achieving the independence with the path of non-violence. He lastly bred on 30th January 1948 and was shot by Nathuram Godse. His last words were, "Hey Ram." Now he is resting in Rajghat in New Delhi, and thousands of people come every day with garlands and pay him his respect and sing his favorite song, Raghupati Raghav, Raja Ram. With this, I would thank Gandhiji from all of our side to helping us achieve this day. And with this, I would like to end my speech. Thank you.
So good speech overall, Ram Kamal sir. Can you just evaluate Udit's speech?
Udit, you steadily improving your public speaking skills. Done a good job, and you made a kind of attempt to interact with the public also. It is really good, and keep it up. It is a very good speech. Good speech. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Over to you, Naresh.
Yeah, Udit, as Rankamal sir said, we have been seeing your improvement from the day one. And today, thank you for reminding all of us about Gandhiji, why we celebrate and all. Good, keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
So I would like to present some points of mine. Ram sir, can I say my points?
I think so. As you are the
Yes, yes, yes.
Toastmaster.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So Udit,
Yeah.
there were some grammatical errors which you could maybe improve. I know that you will improve it as you are improving. So you need to work on your grammar and some bit of we can say that your pitch modulation, voice modulation, somewhat you can work on it. And you briefly told about Gandhiji, and it was a good speech. Overall, it was a nice speech.
Thank you.
Now, now I would like to present my speech, and then we can move on to some RDT students. So, hello all, my name is Twach, and very warm good evening to you all. As today is 2nd of October, I would like to tell a short story from Gandhiji's own autobiography. So the story is basically about his journey from Charlestown to Johannesburg. At that time, there were no trains which used to go from Charlestown to Johannesburg. So you need to take a kind of chariot which was run by horses, and it was known as a sikram. Sikram. So Gandhiji was having ticket of that sikram, and Gandhiji was really convinced. He had talked to that guy, owner of the sikram company, that I would travel from this date to this date. And there was a keen, tiny part which was that you need to stay one day in a city which was between these two cities for one night. Okay, so Gandhiji came onto the Sikram and he told that British officer that this is my ticket. I want to go and sit with passengers. At that time, the Indians were considered as coolies. So he told that no, your ticket is invalid. It's void. In spite of the ticket being uh, not void, it was still known as not valid. So, and he told Gandhiji that there are two seats in the sides of driver. You can sit on that. Actually, that seat was for that English officer, British officer, basically. But he told that Gandhiji, you would sit over there. Gandhiji was like, okay, I want to travel, so I will do. Okay, no problem. He knew that this is unfair, but still, he was a thin guy and he didn't wanted to mess with that British officer. So he said, and they were traveling. In between, that Britisher came out and told him that, hey man, I want to sit over here now. So there was a dirty cloth which was lying there on beside. He just took it and told Gandhiji that you just sit on this downside on the floor. Gandhiji was like, no, you first told me that I need to sit over here, so I will not move from here. So that guy started to beat Gandhiji and told some abusive words. And he tried to pull Gandhiji from that seat. And that time Gandhiji in his mind thought, there were the words I would like to quote his words in Gujarati. આજે કલાઈ હાથમાં આવી જાય તો આ ખુરશી હું છોડવાનો નથી. That means that if my wrist would come in my hand, other hand, then also I will not leave this chair. There was his words. Due to grace of God, the people who were traveling inside the Sikram or the chariot told the British officer that, hey, leave that poor man, let us, let him sit with us or let him sit there itself. Don't harass this guy. And Then Gandhiji went to that city finally. And that time Gandhiji was really afraid because that guy was telling that I will not leave you. You just first come down from this chariot and I will not leave you. I will not spare you. But due to God grace, Gandhiji was saved. And then Gandhiji wrote in his book that sometimes luck only works, we can't do anything. And people, like person who is like me, who is thin, can be ill-treated by someone. So you need to bear. You if you someone beats you, then it's not that you need to always try to beat him again, because sometimes opponent is if not equal, then you might have more bad consequences. So try to bear everything. That was the message of this speech. I would like to invite Ram Kamal sir to provide his views on my speech.
What view I should give Doj today?
Uh,
Because Doj is the only person who is from Gandhiji's place in this group. So you have more inside stories than anybody else. Did a good job. In between, I had some problems in hearing the speech, so I didn't hear the complete speech, but it was quite good. Whatever I heard, it was really good and good job. Thank you. Over to you, Naresh.
Naresh sir. Naresh sir. He's having some other technical issue, I think. So, sir, shall we move on to the next speaker?
You can move to the next speaker. I think Naresh. Yeah, Naresh is I think rejoined.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, good. Again, you did a good job. So, 2nd of October, once again, you narrated a story relating to Gandhiji, which is there in his autobiography. It seems you have been following his autobiography. By your narration, we can understand that you read his autobiography. Good. Thank you.
So, Naresh sir, can you invite next speaker from RDT, because I don't have names of the students from RDT.
Okay.
So,
I
Okay.
think can we call Ravani?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shravani, can you come onto
Ravani,
the
you can
stage,
unmute and
please?
you can start
Yes.
your speech.
Good evening. Good evening, teachers and my dear friends. I am here before you today to present a speech on Indian Army. Indian Army is one of the outstanding armies in the world, ensuring national security and national unity is the main focus of the Indian Army. Our army is fighting against external aggression and internal threats and maintain peace and security within Indian borders. Except for war and battle against terror it also conducts humanitarian risk operations during natural calamities and other disturbances like Operation Surya Hope. It is a major part of national power alongside the Indian Nav and the Indian Air Force. Indian Army has also fought four big wars with neighboring, 'boring' Pakistan and one with China Other important operations undertaken by the army include Operation Vijay, Operation Me- Me- including Operation Megdud and thank you.
Ramkumar sir, can you just evaluate the speech of Shravani?
Hey, Sravani, you started very well. See, this is one problem when we try to like learn the speech and by heart it. Okay, when you by heart a speech, if we forget one single word, your speech will get stuck. So instead of by hearting, what you could have do is like you could have remember some points. Then during the speech, you try to construct the words and the lines. So it will come from your own construction. So even though you forget one word, you can remember the next word and you can go like one point to another point. You can easily move around. Understand? But your speech is good. I know that you did a very good preparation, but unfortunately you forget a word, I think, so you couldn't continue with the speech and you got sacked. But quite good, very good attempt, Ravani. Keep it up. Over to you, Naresh.
Yes, Tony, you have done a good job. But my point are you have to really focus on pronunciation because few of your words are conveying something mean. I think you to say ensuring, but it's sounding like ensuring. Like and Kalam, you have to really focus on your pronunciation. As Sir said, I had the speech. Try to construct the sentences uh, with point that you remember. Hope you understood what we are trying to convey. How to Raj? Sir, shall we call?
Okay, let us call Nirmala for her speech. Next.
Oh, sorry, I was muted and I was speaking.
Okay, no problem.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Nirmala. You can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nirmala. Today I am telling 10 lines about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is our father of nation. He was born on 2nd of October 1869 as Porbandar, Gujarat. The full name of Mahatma Gandhi is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. His father's name is Mohandas Karamchand. His father name is Karamchand and his mother name is Putlibai. In the year 1915, Gandhiji returned from South Africa, serve our country. Gandhiji founded Satyagraha Ashram near the Sabarmati River in the Gujarat. Gandhiji was a great leader and social reformer. Non-violence and Satyagraha was the main principle of Gandhiji. He worked for the upliftment of the oppressed section of society. His principle, secularism, encourage Hindu and Muslim unity. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity.
So, before I move to Ram Kamal sir, I would like to correct one mistake by her. She spoke Satyagraha Ashram. It is Sabarmati Ashram on the bank of river Sabarmati. I would like to invite Ram Kamal sir to present his views on speech. Ram Kamal sir.
I will come after Naresh. Naresh, you can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Nirmala, see, it seems to be like I don't know whether you are seeing, but it seems to be you are looking and telling, looking, taking gap and telling like that. And when we present any toast or speech, it should there should be some connectivity. Then only it will convey some meaning. Of course, like your sentences are meaningful, but during that sentences, if there would have any connectivity like that, your speech would have more meaningful. So try to concentrate on building connectivity in your speech. And another thing, like you are repeating the same thing like twice or thrice. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Nirmala, it is a good attempt. Okay, very good attempt. And the topic you took is also apt for the day. Everybody is going with Gandhiji today. Fine. Gandhiji was an wonderful speaker also. Okay. So we need to follow Gandhiji's that skill. Good job. You tried your best, Nirmala. Very good job. Okay, let me now call Teja. Teja, you can unmute your camera and mic and start speaking.
Sir, I have one doubt. Story or speech, sir, today?
Speech.
Yes. Very good. Go ahead.
Sir, I have doubt, sir. Speech or story, sir, today?
You want to tell a story, no? Go anything. Go ahead.
I am prepared story, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Tell the story.
Okay, sir.
Storytelling is
Okay,
also
sir.
part of the public speaking only. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to everyone. My name is Tejeshwini. I am from Anantapur High School for Inclusive Education, RDT. The name of the story is Thirsty Crow. There was a crow. There was a crow which was very thirsty. He searched for water somewhere. At the same at the same time, at the last he saw a water.
Hmm? Have you finished your speech?
No problem, Teja. We'll come to you later. Yes, but you can continue.
Ah, I would like to Ram Kamal sir to
Teja, no
invite next.
problem. See, whoever want to tell a story in Gavel Club, Teja started with a story of a crow, right? So when it comes to Gavel Club, you are doing a public speaking, and what you can do is like you can become the crow and tell the story as crow. Teja as the crow telling the story or an experience. So that become a kind of full story. Okay, it's a good attempt. I think there is some technical issues are there. So she has gone out of the thing. Our network. No issues. Let me call Tanusri. Tanusri, can you deliver a speech or tell a story?
No, sir. Speak.
Tanu, you are not prepared for speech or?
I prepared, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Story, anything.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Tanushree. I am from Anantapur. Now I am telling about asteroids. Asteroid is a small rocky object. It orbits the sun. Although asteroids orbit the sun like planets,
Go ahead, go ahead. Do not worry about seeing your surroundings. Okay, go ahead, tell the story. Go ahead, go ahead. I know all of you at home. Honestly, you can unmute and talk. No problem.
Hey, you started well. Continue.
You don't need to switch on the camera today. No issues. Unmute and talk.
Very serious stuff.
Sir, can you call the next speaker? Yes, I think there's technical issue.
Okay. Nanda Kumar ready? Are you ready to deliver a speech?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Favorite.
Good evening to everyone, respected the Chakshumathi team and my dear friends. I am Nandakumar from Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh. Today onwards we discuss about the global warming.
It is the first. As a human, we know our situation. Global warming is that increase is changing in the temperature of the air and ocean. It happens the human burns the coal, oil, and natural gas. The average temperature on today is 1 degree centigrade, which is higher than the 1970s. Uh, in the world, there are some small and some more large. Uh, the weather scientist says that the 2100 years the temperature will be 2 degrees centigrades to 4 degrees centigrades before 1750. The global warming, which is caused by the human used the cars and natural gas to to make the house warm. The which is we use it to and burnt it releases the carbon dioxide. This is the biggest problem. uh, the carbon dioxide also increases the global warming. We global warming causes burning of fossil fuels like oil, uh, coal, and natural gases, and added carbon dioxide into atmosphere. These uh, these fossil fuels contains a lot of carbon, and adding means adding atoms into the atmosphere of the fuel with oxygen and carbon dioxide. It is the most dangerous, which is caused to increase the global warming. And we and the the global warming increases, the earth's surface temperature will also increase. It causes the uh, rising of the ocean water, and it is a uh, partly of, and the temperature will increase. The water will rise more. The temp and and it is also a caused. The temperature will increase. The glaciers and ice caps are melt, which causes the floods of the ocean areas, coastal areas, and weather perturbation, and the increasement of the desert increase size, and the cooling areas get fast heating as the warm areas, and it is very dangerous to our earth. Dangerous to our earth. So we don't make uses of cars which is released the carbon dioxide. The animals which have four places on his stomach like cow and sheep is also causes a global warming because of they ducts contains a greenhouse gas called methane. And the these situations are not all over the world. It's may different from one place to another. So we don't use the don't and decreasing the uses of fossil fuels, and save the and plant a tree and save the world. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Nandu, as
Sir,
usually prepared and delivered, but I know you were having a lot of concentration issue because you're at home. So there are so many people here and there, maybe taking your attention out. But you did a good job, and you are talking
thank
about,
you.
I mean, over carbon usage and all those things because of the climate, which causes for the climate change. But we had to
Yes,
live
sir.
with that. We had to live with that climate change. You did a good job. Thank you. Over to Naresh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, initially you started like coming to a class, and then you turn the class to deliver the.
Kenapa? Tidak.
Naresh, are you over? Okay, now can I call Gautami? Gautami, are you ready to deliver your toast today?
Okay, sir. Good evening to everyone, one and all who present here. I am here to present a short speech about World Farm Animals Day. Farming animals are cute and they also play an important role in modern society. Take some time up, take some time to operate and to interact them. Those World Farm Animals Day. It celebrates at October 2nd. In it's it celebrated at October 2nd. It's created in the memory of Gandhi, who believed in training all living beings with respect. World Farm Animals Day was founded to highest the poor consistence supposed by some farm animals and promote in the and promotes in the hope something may be done in important role in our life. Whole world farm animals day has a important and side regain and to sense it was created to raise awareness of surfacing. It can be crea- creatable in different way with children. Taking children for a various farms to farm for is great way to teach them. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Over to you, Ramkumar sir. Ramkumar sir, can you come to evaluate the speech?
Gautami, you're at home? Okay, so most of the kids did a good job from the home. Very good. Okay, nice. And next Sunday, let us hear the stories of you guys. Maybe the stories. Pardon?
Yesterday I see the miss. Actually, I prepared the story, sir, but yesterday I see the misses. So
Okay.
that's why I will.
No issues. No issues. But you
Still
did
a
a
great speech.
fair job. No problems. Okay. So next week we have our storytelling club. The week after we have our GAVEL club's second semi-finals, national semi-finals. Let us sit and listen all the speakers, how they deliver the speech, how they prepared and all those things. Okay. So good job.
Yes, sir.
I think there is nobody else to deliver any speech today. Naresh?
I think Bhargavi is ready to deliver.
But we have
speech.
only 2 minutes are left in that event.
Yeah. So anyway,
At 5:30, right, sir?
it is 5:30 only. It's 5:30.
Yeah, 5:30.
5:30.
You
Yeah,
told
we
me
we have
5.
Okay. We
5
have time.
only. We have time.
Okay.
Let us
Naresh.
hear from few more speakers. Yes, you can invite Bhargavi. Can you deliver?
Okay, guys. Let me wish all of you happy Dasara and Vijay Dashami. So enjoy very well at home. Eat some home food and play around with your families. See you all next week. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Same to you, sir.
Yeah.
Wish you the same, sir.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Same to you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you, Dutch, for hosting the event. Thank you
Sir,
very
my
much.
pleasure. My pleasure.
You are our technical guy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My
Okay.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll meet
Thank you. Thank
next week with the RDT storytelling club.
Yes. Okay. Let's meet
Yeah.
on next
So
Sunday
let
at
everybody
9.
join today national championships and hear the speeches of the students participating from various club. Chakshumathi is in the third group, third
Third
championship
group.
date on 16th. Anshi Fatima is representing Chakshumathi this year. Okay. Thank you all.
you. Do we have YouTube link so that we can share
The
with the
Facebook
Facebook.
link, Facebook link only.
Facebook link.
only?
I have sent it.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Thank you.
So all of you, it's in the group of Chakshumathi Toastmasters and GAVEL Club. The Facebook link is already there. So you all can
I
join and then listen.